right, this is the moment that every mixed martial arts athlete hopes will materialize. The #1 heavyweight contender making the walk for his first title fight here in the UFC.
I mean, the nerves are going crazy for this man right now. He's so nervous. Has he done everything he needs to do? Has he not left any stone unturned? He says that he has prepared. He says that his body's ready. His mind's ready. He feels physically good in the spot. He's taking on a long-reigning champion. If he's going to get this done, it's going to take something truly special.
He does not believe jitters will be a factor here tonight. He has built his career methodically to this point. We'll see if we hear the words "and new" by night's end. All right, folks, here we go. Undisputed UFC heavyweight championship fight, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes the walk here tonight, and he's enjoying every moment of it. Huge title defense back in for him tonight.
John, he loves where he stands in the sport. He loves the admiration that comes with being the baddest man on the planet. He knows he's the biggest, he's the strongest, he's the baddest, and he loves it. And he prepares as if he never wants to let that go. This man lives for being the best. This man lives to be in the spotlight. And time again, we see him defend this belt as if his life depended on it.
Well, right, you lose this belt, it's essentially like walking back into your new life. He has no intention of suffering that fate here tonight. Well, it is the venue in which every UFC athlete hopes to one day compete, and we are now ready to go from Madison Square Garden here in New York City. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ovince St. And now he's the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy,
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight.
Let's do it.
All right, so here's the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi. Another fight here tonight. His first 2 UFC wins took less than 2 minutes combined. The majority of Doo-Ho Choi's wins have come by first-round knockout. We'll see if he can rack up another one here tonight. Timely defense there, huge block for him. Oh, nice counter punch there. Again, we talked about the reach advantage off the top of the show. Certainly paid dividends for him there.
Great punch. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Oh, nice straight there by St. Preux. Nice. Nicely done. And it looks as though he'll let his opponent stand up here. Yes, he will.
I mean, right away, no feeling or process. These boys just went started fighting.
Oh, beautiful counter with the jab.
Nice strike.
Oh, hook to the head by St. Preux. All right, so a big early land by the Bucks. boxer. He put a lot of steam on that one as he's able to get that hook home, DC.
He lands it perfect. I mean, he throws it perfect. Right hand is always where it needs to be. If he throws it with the right, the left hand's always where it needs to be. It's tight, it's crisp, and it lands with a lot of power.
25 total strikes have landed for Oben St. Preux. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one. All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Good body work with that hook by St. Preux.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Choi.
Nice shot there by Choi. It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio is so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Under 2 minutes to go in our first round. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Just out of range with that uppercut. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. St. Preux gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight.
Another punch to the head. He was able to get his hands up to block that one.
All right, so a near perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again, was able to get him down there.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Armbar, Tim.
Oh, he's got it locked in tight now. Oh, transitions to the belly down arm hook.
That is a dangerous way to finish it off.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by St. Preux. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. A lot of top pressure being applied here. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Choi.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Round 2 coming up next.
All right, take a seat. Listen, great round, man. You really kept the pressure on. I told you you were going to win this fight with cardio. Let's keep that pace up and let's keep putting that pressure on.
All right, let's get you some highlights from that previous round. A lot of high-level leg kicking going on there, champ.
And he did a great job of hiding it. He wasn't giving any sign that he was going to throw those leg kicks. That's why you didn't see his opponent check any of the kicks, and it won't take many more for him to really damage the mobility of the other combatant.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 2 is underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Just misses with the jab there. Oh, doing a great job here defensively, and you've got to be of sound defensive mind to set up your counter shots. He is certainly feeling it in this round. Touched him with the strike there. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by the Korean Super Bowl. All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Side control now. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Different round in the striking clinic continues. Shades of Max Holloway back in the day against Calvin Kattar. Every strike he has thrown seemingly is finding the target.
I mean, it's landing. Everything is landing, J.A. And coming into this fight, he understood that he had an advantage in this particular skill. I don't know if he could have even expected it to be this vast as we have seen to this point in the fight.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. The Korean Superboy getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job.
Well, he's got his back now. St. Cruz in half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
And he will let his opponent stand up here. Trying to set up that counterattack. Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
Right lands. Circling to his right. 90 seconds now to go in round two.
Real sneaky head kick gets in there. Oh, back and forth we go.
Choi going for the takedown here, but he misses. Just out of range with that strike. Nice counter right hand lands for him. Throws that team. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Choi. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Nicely done. Choi gets back up here.
Fighter lands a nasty kick.
Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Straight right, he misses. Seconds winding down in round two. All right, single collar time out. Choi's eye is closing up. 2 rounds in the books.
Stop.
This is a really close fight.
All right, no big deal. You got a little cut. It's not going to affect us at all. Do not worry about it. I need you to take a deep breath, get out there, and get back to work, okay?
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, You enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, dive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to gap wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him. You see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And he's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes longer.
Shooting for the takedown here. Oh, left hook to the head. It's blocked. Straight right hand, no good. Oh, misses with the jab. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. St. Preux gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The hard ground and pound is paying dividends. He has opened up a cut.
Nice strike from bottom position.
I need you to scramble.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
Nice transition. He's got him flat on his back.
Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke. It looks like some swelling is forming after that ground and pound strike lands. He's brutalized him with the ground and pound. This fight is close to being done.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here. Oh, not at all where he wants to be now as he gets flattened on his back. Well, an incredible fight thus far. Both fighters look like they could be finished at any time. If you wondered about the heart on either side, that question was answered tonight.
Nothing. There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have been hurt. Both of these men are swollen. They're bloody. They're both, even though they're both willing and ready to continue this fight. That was nice.
The cut men on both sides have done an outstanding job keeping these guys in this fight.
Oh.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. St. Preux back in full mount. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal.
Got to be careful here. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Oh, this could be over soon.
Oh, in the mouth.
Final seconds. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by St. Preux. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, the round is over, and Choi's eye is in real trouble, folks. That does not look good. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the ringside physician be called on here. He might even stop the fight. We'll see. All right, well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up the street. You got to get back off of that stool. And this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Well, the fighter's going to have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood and he's just going after him. He has got to move his head before the strike starts coming in his direction.
It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's going to have to save him.
Back to his feet. He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Choi's doing a nice job there. You saw him raise the guard to block that offering from the opponent. Don't want to sustain any more damage on that cut that has already been opened up. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, found the target there with a straight right counter. Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not going to win this fight. He may as well throw in the towel. I mean, this corner can stop it, the referee can stop it, the doctor can stop it. Somebody needs to do something because this fight is over.
Nice kick there by the Korean Super Bowl. Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Choi.
He's going to get himself knocked out. You got to take a moment. He's going to get knocked out if he doesn't take a break.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Unable to connect there.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight.
Well, he misses with the left punch there. True on the double leg. All right, working inside the closed guard now. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood start to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now, because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions.
St. Preux looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. All right, full guard now, DC.
Yes, full guard. Watch for the top fighter to either posture or look to pass right away.
Choi's hook shot gets blocked. The defense saw that one coming. 45 seconds remain in the round. Just misses with the straight right. 30 seconds to go in the round. Pretty good counter right. Oh! Mixed martial arts, folks. This is absolutely crazy. Both fighters dealing with critical damage and cuts. There's blood everywhere.
Fans, stand up. Oh, no.
What a fight so far. All right, good news is the round is over. Bad news, Choi's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your sight. It's got to change something.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Let's go. Hands up.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. St. Cruz really bleeding now. That cut is only getting worse.
Beautiful job staying at range and dictating the fight, landing punches like that.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse. Takedown defense holds up. Whoa! Little judo throw there to take him down. High praise, I would think, from the Olympian, DC. Nicely done.
I mean, it was beautiful. The way that he stepped across, got his hips in and started driving into his opponent. What a phenomenal technique. Great position. Great knowledge of knowing how to manipulate someone's body. He's doing a great job of recognizing that he's damaging his opponent, and he keeps going to that spot.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Choi. Another ground and pound strike lands. Choi's cut has really opened up now, folks. I don't necessarily have to tell you that watching at home. Looks like you could stick a quarter in there, and I'm not sure how much longer this fight is going to continue. Oh, beautiful right hook counter.
Oh, nice.
3 minutes now to go to decide this one. All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
This is when you got to go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. You got to do everything at your opponent, because if this thing goes to the judges, you are not going to win this fight.
Oh, buckled him there. Beautiful shot to the body. That shot blocked by St. Cruz. Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. He's been battered, he's been bruised. He got cut early in the fight, and you understood that if he didn't change something, it would get much worse. He didn't change anything, and now we're here.
All right, so it has been punches and strikes in bunches tonight. His opponent is wearing it, and when you see swelling like that, maybe a facial fracture or something.
Well, it seems as though something's hurt bad here.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Vicious combo there. Choi circling to his right. All right, here we go with the final minute of what has been unquestionably the fight of the night, back and forth on both sides, and referee has thought about stopping things, and glad he stayed up.
Yeah, I'm glad that he didn't put himself in this fight. We needed to see this one to completion, or as long as we have gotten to see the fight. There have been some bleak moments for both. Both of these guys are covered in blood. Both of these guys have been battered and bruised, but neither one of them lost the desire to fight. It's been so fun to watch. I cannot wait for this last minute.
Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight.
He's cut. Get the elbow.
Oh, huge left. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Oh!
Got hurt again.
15 seconds to go.
Nice leg kick.
Choi goes for the clinch here. Looks like he's trying to recover. He was stunned a little bit earlier. Let's see if he can get a respite here. All-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
We go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Otis St. Preux.
All right, so how about it? There is a new baddest man on the planet. There he is, the now undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world. He thought he was going to get the champion out of there tonight. He thought he'd get the finish. Instead, he needs all 5 rounds to get the job done here tonight, but the judges saw it his way. A monumental result